Hello there, this is a devotional for Thursday. Our passage for today is in the book of Hebrews, chapter 10, reading verses 32 through 39. Remember those earlier days after you had received the light, when you stood your ground in a great contest in the face of suffering. Sometimes you were publicly exposed to insults and persecution. At other times, you stood side by side with those who were so treated. You sympathized with those in prison and joyfully accepted the confiscation of your property because you knew that you yourselves had better and lasting possessions. So do not throw away your confidence. It will be richly rewarded. You need to persevere so that when you have done the will of God, you will receive what He has promised. For in just a very little while, He who is coming will come and will not delay. But my righteous one will live by faith. And if he shrinks back, I will not be pleased with him. But we are not of those who shrink back and are destroyed, but of those who believe and are saved. The title for today's devotional is Holding Fast to Our Convictions. It's easy to hold firm to our beliefs when we're with like-minded people in church. But if we're among people who doubt or disagree with Christianity, we need courage to stand up for the truth of God's Word. In these situations, we might be tempted to compromise our convictions out of fear, such as fear of criticism. Believers standing up for God's truth will likely get criticized by people who don't share their beliefs. Fear of rejection. If we live by our convictions or verbally share our faith, we may not be accepted by those who follow their own desires. Fear of loss. Sometimes we don't want to take a godly stand. We'll likely get criticized by people who don't share their beliefs. Fear of rejection. If we live by our convictions or verbally share our faith, we may not be accepted by those who follow their own desires. Fear of loss. Sometimes we don't want to take a godly stand because we could lose our friends. But anyone who keeps us from obeying the Lord is not a true friend. Sacrificing righteous standards in order to please others will keep us from the fullness of what God has planned for our life. It's better to live for Christ and follow His commandments so we can glorify Him. As God's people, we hold on to our convictions no matter the consequences. Pleasing Christ is our highest priority, and well worth our standing firm for Him. Thank you for watching.